Hello everyone, welcome back to our weekly market analysis video with me, Frankie, your market analyst at Markets4U. In today's video, we'll be looking at the key economic events and data releases from June 23rd to June 27th, 2025. I've already set up my screen to display the economic calendar from the traders room at Markets4U. I've set the dates from June 23rd to June 27th, covering this week's important events in GMT. Please remember to adjust to your respective time zones. Let's dive into this week's events. Monday starts with UK S&P wink with tongue sticking out global PMI flash figures including composite, manufacturing, and services PMI, followed by US S&P wink with tongue sticking out global PMI data and existing home sales figures. Tuesday brings Canadian inflation data including core and headline inflation rates, followed by Fed Chair Powell's testimony along with USCB consumer confidence and Richmond Fed manufacturing index. Wednesday features Australian monthly CPI indicator, another session of Fed Chair Powell's testimony, and US new home sales data. Thursday includes significant US economic releases with durable goods orders, GDP growth rate final reading, and initial jobless claims, followed by Japanese unemployment rate and retail sales data overnight. Friday concludes with crucial US data including personal spending, personal income, and core PCE price index, the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, along with Canadian GDP figures. This week's key market-moving events will be Fed Chair Powell's testimonies on Tuesday and Wednesday, which could provide important insights into future monetary policy direction. Thursday's US durable goods orders and GDP final reading will also be closely watched, along with Friday's core PCE price index data. Now, let's go to the technical analysis. This week, we'll focus on gold, XAU/USD, and the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, as both instruments face significant data releases and show compelling technical setups. Let's start with gold, XAU/USD. Looking at the daily chart, gold is currently trading around 3,368.46, showing signs of consolidation after a strong uptrend. The precious metal has been trading above the 20-day moving average, the red line, which continues to act as dynamic support, demonstrating the underlying bullish momentum. Looking at important levels, gold has support at 3,290.18 and 3,217.86, while resistance can be found at 3,431.25 and 3,500.00. The price is currently testing the upper resistance zone, with the stochastic oscillator showing potential for bounce and continued upside momentum. With Fed Chair Powell's testimonies on Tuesday and Wednesday, gold could see significant movement as traders assess the implications for future monetary policy. The precious metal typically benefits from dovish central bank rhetoric or any signs that could delay further rate hikes. Friday's core PCE price index data will also be crucial, as softer inflation readings could support further gold strength. Now, let's turn to the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. On the daily chart, the dollar-Canadian pair is currently trading around 1.3734, showing a clear downtrend with currently trading around the 20-day moving average, the red line, which is still acting as dynamic resistance. The pair has been under pressure and appears to be in a consolidation phase near key support levels. Looking at important levels, the US dollar against the Canadian dollar has support at 1.3651 and 1.3540, while resistance stands at 1.3860 and 1.3977. The price is currently testing the moving average, with the stochastic oscillator approaching overbought territory, suggesting potential for a bounce. Tuesday's Canadian inflation data will be particularly important for this pair, with inflation expected to ease to 1.5% from 1.7% year over year. Friday's Canadian GDP figures could provide additional direction. Any surprise in these Canadian releases could drive significant movement, especially given the pair's current position near technical support levels. Both instruments could see notable volatility this week. Traders should be particularly cautious during Fed Chair Powell's testimonies and the key Canadian data releases, as these events can cause sudden movements and potential technical breakouts or breakdowns. Remember, always manage your risk carefully and never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's it for this week's analysis. See you in the next video.